My name's Chris Hartman. I'm the founder of Kidooly. It's a kid like your child.
Can you please speak louder? Put the mic
A little closer? All right. First show of hands. Who here doesn't have any children? Okay, good. So Kidooly effortlessly connects teachers and parents to engage in children's daily learning. And, you know, the process of keeping parents up to date with what their kids do when they're in preschool or at daycare is actually pretty difficult. When I was on the board of my daughter's first child care, I realized that teachers are spending a lot of time writing documentation, taking photos, sharing them with parents, and they were doing a lot of this in their own free time. At the same time, the parents were telling us that they actually really appreciated all this hard work and they absolutely loved getting the documentation. But they felt that it wasn't right for the teachers to be doing this in their free time either, and I thought, well, that's a good problem to solve. Well, you might be thinking, well, there's a million ways to share information on the web, right? Well, I can email it, I can put photos into Shutterfly, or I can put them in iPhoto and organize them and share them that way. I could even take my mobile device and just take the photo and send it via SMS. But if you can imagine trying to do that for 5 to 10 children every day, you can see that that doesn't really work very well. It's a bit too tedious. And if you try to use a social platform like Facebook or Instagram, that works good for yourself, it works good for a selfie, or maybe it works good for something public, but when you're talking about another person's children, it's probably not the best platform. It's a bit too public. So we knew there was a smarter way, and I set out to solve it. And we did that really looking at 3 things. The first was, let's take the whole process of documentation. Sorry, I'm going to make that full screen there. Experience and make it completely more efficient. And we wanted to put control in the hands of parents so that they could say, how do I receive the information and how do I share it? Okay, so all right. So what we developed is a child-focused method of communication. It's a child-focused platform. So the providers, and these are the preschools and the child care providers, they basically have a list of all the children in their care. They identify them by their photo, and they have quick access to all the parents' contact information. Pretty straightforward, right? Well, once those children are in the system, taking, sharing those photos is easy. It's just a snap. They take the photo, they can select it from an album, just like you might do on Instagram. They then select the children that are in that activity by just tapping their picture. They can select one or more. Then they can quickly review it. They can add some additional information. You know, Mila's having a tremendous time today. She's doing great. She's not coughing. You know, that kind of thing. Hit the upload button. The application allows you to upload multiple types of media at the same time. So you can actually take multiple and it uploads in parallel. So it's really fast. Once they hit upload, we determine who the parents of each child are. We look at their communication preferences. We send it to them. They can then log into our secure platform to view all of the content in the same place. So we've been testing this program now for several months, and we've gotten some really great feedback from both parents and caregivers. And the real takeaway is that, first of all, it saves a tremendous amount of time for the teachers. They simply take the photo, click the child, and it's done. They don't have to go back later after school, figure out who the parents are, email them, and follow up. But there's a really exciting dynamic that occurs when the parents receive this information during the day and they don't get it a week later or at the end of the year. And when they go in to pick up their child, there's usually not much time to talk to the teacher. They already know what their child is doing. We had an experience where one of our teachers did a pumpkin bake, and somehow she was able to create a situation where 15 children were all baking a pumpkin pie simultaneously. And all the parents got to see those photos, and when they came in that day, they were so excited about it. They were asking their kids, you know, how was the baking experience? They were telling the teacher, this is fantastic. I can't believe you actually got 15 kids to bake pies. And it really helps the teachers feel like all that hard work that they put in to create an exciting and engaging activity for children is actually being recognized and that the parents appreciate it. And that's, I think, the most exciting thing about building this product for me. We're really targeting 2 segments. One is the 300,000 plus preschools and child care centers that are in the United States. And the other is the parents in the 12 million plus households that have children in the birth to 5-year-old age group. And it's the birth to 5-year-olds that is really the target market we're targeting with this initial release. So we're really looking to talk to teachers. We want to get more centers in our program. Definitely talk to parents about their response to the idea. And anybody who's just interested in, and obviously we could use money too, come talk to me or find us at Kidooly.com.